Am I the jerk for helping my siblings but not my step-siblings? Ever since I could remember, my dad had a problem, a serious gambling addiction. When my mom passed away, things went from bad to so much worse. He actually celebrated her life insurance payout, not because he lost her, but because he thought it was his ticket out of debt. It wasn't even close. We lost our home. My brother, my sister, and I ended up in a tiny one-bedroom apartment. Dad took the bedroom, and the three of us had to make do with the couch and sleeping bags on the floor. When I was 14, he married his current wife. She was either just as bad with money as he was, or she had the same addiction. I never cared enough to find out which. Money got even tighter when she and her young son moved in. Then they had a baby together a year later, adding another mouth to feed for two people who were already drowning in debt. I heard they're close to $1 million in debt now. Maybe more. College was never an option for me. The second I could, I got out. I found an apprenticeship, worked hard, and slowly started building a life for myself. I lived with strangers, then eventually with friends, always watching every penny. But the whole time, my number one priority was my younger brother and sister, who were still stuck in that house. As soon as I had a little extra cash, I started putting money into their school lunch accounts. I'd send them prepaid cards so they could always get something to eat. I paid for their field trips so they wouldn't have to miss out. A few months ago, they told me things were getting worse. I sent more help, and together with some other family, we reported my dad and his wife to CPS. They offered some resources but didn't think the situation was bad enough to remove the kids. Then, about a month ago, my dad took my sister's phone and started calling me. He wasn't calling to thank me. He was calling to demand to know why I wasn't doing the same for my stepbrother and half-sister. He told me they had noticed the help my siblings were getting, and that it made them feel awful about themselves. He said I was being unfair, picking and choosing which kids were deserving of help. I stopped taking those calls, but his words stuck with me. The truth is, I do what I do out of love for my brother and sister. We survived that nightmare together. I have no connection to my stepbrother or half-sister. I don't mean that in a cruel way. We just never bonded. They have two parents in the house. My siblings only had me looking out for them. I would do anything for my brother and sister. But my dad's question has been eating at me, so I have to ask, am I the jerk for not helping the other two?